14 podcast, and I'm not quite sure the vibes have ever been higher, boys. I believe, I'll say it again, I believe in the Toronto Blue Jays. This team is just making me feel things I haven't felt in a very long time. Very long time. Avery, how are you feeling, man? I mean, what a weekend for the boys.
Yeah, I conquered the Trop before the playoffs. It's like how you can't be happier than that, man. I guess kind of should have swept. You could say game one, maybe we shouldn't have won, but
Yeah.
what a weekend, man. Thank God. Like the Houston Astros, what are you doing?
Oh, they're bad. They're really bad. But
I have to get something off my. I also have to get something off my chest.
Yeah.
I got thrown out for the first time in a baseball game today.
No,
that fucking rocks. See, that's like I've been thrown out, but it wasn't for arguing with an umpire. It was when I used to coach 14U Ontario Nationals. I fought another coach, but I've never been like kicked out with the umpire. I've definitely been lippy for that.
But it wasn't even a good one either. I didn't get my money's worth.
You didn't get your money's worth. So you left getting tossed like you felt like just sloppy. Like you're just like I didn't get.
Okay, so
it
here,
wasn't worth it.
I'll go.
I've witnessed one of Avery's rants that we can break down, but like I'm actually shocked you got tossed.
So bottom of the seventh, we're up 1 run against Western today. Mm-hmm. Second and third, 0-2 pitch, splits the middle of the plate. Just like the most perfect curveball over the middle of the plate you've ever seen. I always like ask the catcher, like, is that a strike? I was like, is that in or out?
I mean, but are they ever gonna say no to you though?
Yes, like they tell me if it's in or out.
Okay.
And then when he tells me it split the middle of the plate, I just start I'm just like going, like I'm mad at myself. I never get angry. Umpires make me angry. They always do. They always have. I don't know why. And then we proceed to give up a piss missile to our third baseman who hits off his shoulder. They score 2 runs. We lose the game. So I just fucking yipped the ump on his way out and he got nice.
So how do you get tossed when the game's over?
Exactly.
So you really didn't even get your money's worth. That's way cooler if then you have to like leave.
But I wasn't trying. I wasn't trying to get tossed. Like I was just telling him that he fucked up. So
okay.
Like we gotta help people. Those two guys
doesn't even show up on the scorecard, right?
Yeah, it doesn't. Like you didn't even.
No, it does.
I don't even know.
No, I still have to serve a suspension. I think 1 game. But genius
Post-game.
move. Genius.
Awfully convenient. It's during the Jays playoff push, Avery.
Yeah.
Awfully convenient. I'm not there next weekend. I'm in Kansas.
Wow.
So
okay.
Yeah, the suspension.
Avery's going to Kansas during the last home series, eh? That's what we're doing.
Shit,
I respect that. JR, what's up with you, brother?
Not much over here, boys. I mean,
you
pretty
believe?
Exciting series. I was a little worried because like we could have been. Our motivation could have been an all-time low if it was like we can't even compete with this team. But fuck, I mean, we can compete against them. We can compete against the best. So, I feel good. I mean, I think the Jays are rolling. If we can put up games like this against the Tampa Bay Rays, I mean, that gives me a lot of hope.
Yeah, no, but this is my thing with the Blue Jays here. Like, they've shown the ability to get punched in the mouth and come back up, which something that.
Well, let me tell you, they love getting.
Oh no! Did he just cut out for you there, JR too?
Yeah, just a little bit.
They love. Avery said they love
getting
punched in the mouth. But listen, I know, but like after that Texas Rangers series, in reality, they could have just rolled over and died. Right? You got swept at home by a team you're competing with. What do they do after that? They go 7-2 in their next 9 games. Like that is a great way to bounce back. And we're talking about you're facing the Red Sox, then you face the Yankees at Yankee Stadium, and then you face the Rays in the Trop. We always talked about this last stretch being hell for the Toronto Blue Jays. They went 7-2 in it. They went 7-2 in this last stretch. So I'm starting to believe, man. And bullpen wins the championship. Bullpen wins championships. So does defense. And this bullpen and defense is fucking absurd. So where should the parade? I'm just thinking in my mind. Should it start on Lakeshore?
No.
Listen,
dude,
I'm imagine over the World Series.
Imagine a parade in Toronto in like November, and it's just disgustingly cold outside too.
Oh, I don't even care.
I mean, that would be pretty sick though. Like a cold beer.
Whose float do you think you'd get on, Johnny?
Me? I think Swanee would get me on his float. I think I'd be on Swanee's float or Ernie's. I know Ernie would 100% tell me. I would text him and be like, I better be on that float.
I think Bassett would, because he'd be in the beers. He'd be a more outgoing once a couple beers are in his system, and you would see you, Johnny, and he'd be like, "Get on this blow."
No, I would text him. It'd be orchestrated pregame. But listen, I'm just starting to plan the parade route right now in my head. But
where do you want to go? Like, where's your first?
Like, it's like Lakeshore, like work your way down to Lakeshore and kind
You think
of
you'd
wrap
stop
around.
at Paris, You'd hope to
Yeah,
stop.
yeah, I definitely. I'd bring the World Series to Paris, Texas. I'd get a day with the Cup.
Where do you think that's always the big thing is I mean, we're thinking really what are we talking about here? We're thinking way in advance, but like where's the post bar scene for these?
Oh, I don't know.
Listen,
I just fucking do it at the Rogers Center. Just the whole field. Just treat the entire stadium as just. We're talking World Series parades after winning one series. We're in the second wild card spot. I don't know, man. They conquered the demons, which makes me believe, man. They've never win at the Trop ever. Like that's the house of horrors. So you love to see it. But before we go into Jay's talk, we'll obviously talk tons about it. Let's address some elephants in the room. The TikTok mimed around the world Friday night.
Did you see that? You saw it, right, Jer?
Yeah, I was like, when you texted the chat and it said check your TikTok, I looked at TikTok and it was already deleted.
Okay.
And then I was like, what the fuck happened?
Okay,
and then I saw it on Twitter.
So for those of you that don't know, I posted a TikTok after the Friday game. I was very fired up. So I posted a TikTok, and usually I'm like a one-take guy. You saw it with the Alto behind the scenes video. I'm a one-take guy. So I posted TikTok, and I think nothing of it. I didn't listen back to it because I just I had no sound on because I had to go away from the pre and record it in Curtis's room. So I just thought nothing of it. I post it. And surprisingly, I don't look at my phone for like 15, 20 minutes because we walk to Paris, Texas, get into Paris, Texas at 9:30 p.m., by the way. Earliest I've been to a bar, which is why I was blackout. Yeah, but so
you trying to say you weren't drunk was crazy too.
Oh no, I wasn't drunk when I recorded that. Because that was at like 9 o'clock. Like, so that was before we went to Paris, Texas. I probably had like 3 or 4 high noons. But so I get to Paris, Texas, and my phone is like, I have it on Do Not Disturb, and I just like swipe up the Do Not Disturb, and I have like 50 notifications, like DMs from people like, what the fuck did you just post? Like people sending me the post, the TikTok notification saying music, the best voice TikTok he's ever made yet. So I'm scrolling through it, and I look back at it. So I'm in Paris, Texas, like I said, at 9:30. People are having dinners, and we're just drunk, just like whatever. And I go like this to my ear, and I crank it up, and I'm like, what the fuck is this music? I had no idea. Avery, what was your first? Did someone send that to you? Like how? Because you don't watch my TikToks, so I don't know how you would see that.
I just went on TikTok, and I was there early, I guess, and I couldn't believe my ears. I had to download it immediately because I knew, like, obviously you wanted to delete it and redo it. No one could hear you. It was the funniest thing. It was so funny because you weren't trying to be funny. I think you're good too, Johnny, because even when you try to be funny, I think the shit you say is funny, but this was totally just, you had no clue it was going on. I didn't even know what song was playing. That was the best part.
That was the funny thing is it like, Johnny, I don't know if it was like, it couldn't have been like, we recommend this song. Cause like, it was such a weird fucking song.
I genuinely don't.
It had to be like you by accident put something in, because like that was just like the weirdest song.
I mean, it blew up on Twitter, Avery. I had girls sending this to me.
It was
like I had a girl,
like 1,000 likes. I tweeted it.
It has 100,000 views on Twitter. This video. Like
that's so funny. We should have left. Maybe we should have left it on TikTok.
Oh my god, I don't even want to know how bad I'd get it on TikTok.
Oh, you'd get roasted.
Because now all of our comment section on our TikTok is "Where's the music?"
Yeah,
that's all
I also commented needs music on your most recent. Johnny, I'm telling you, man,
that's the Gate 14 difference. Like the people in the boardrooms are like slamming their desk. Like, how can we get as big? How can we grow as fast as Gate 14? And it's just that, like. It's just stupid shit like that.
TikTok HQ's pissed right now that you deleted that because they would have pushed that shit.
I would have loved to know how many views it got organically. That would have been.
It had 3,000 views in 30 minutes because it was up for like 30 minutes. Because I looked and I was like, this is.
It was kind of like engaging the way it had music, and you were just, you know what I mean, Abe? Like
he hacked the algorithm. Like that was a perfect video.
I don't know. You found a loophole there.
We
but,
gotta
like,
find the name of that song.
I was
and
it.
just make
I
it.
watched the whole thing. Like, and it's like it was just. It just.
I'm gonna play it on my.
Me.
I'm gonna play it on my computer and then Shazam it somehow, and I'll find.
I need someone. I need someone to do. I'm not gonna say the name of the company, but to lip read what I was saying. I need someone to like come up with a script on what I said.
Did you think it was one of your better ones? Because
I was buzzing. I posted that. Ask Alto. I go to Alto's. I'm just like, they're like, how did that go? Because there was girls there and we were pumping my tires. They're like, how did that go? I was like, that TikTok rocked. I literally said that. And I put it
little did you know it rocked.
Did I know there was no fucking sound.
We could have had a duet challenge. They would duet it on TikTok and they would have to predict what you were saying.
Yeah, lip read it. But yeah, no, that we went to Paris, Texas at 9:30. And I mean,
at this point, you just go there every weekend, right?
Yeah, I do. But I spent an insane amount of money. And
yeah, how much?
There's a picture of me circling the internet of me talking to a 40-year-old.
You posted that girl was 40.
No, that's the joke. That's why I said it.
That girl was 40.
Yeah, she was 40.
Really?
But listen, yeah, I don't know what it is. She came up to me surprisingly. I was actually, I look great. The Tim McGraw shirt fucks. Like that shirt will always be a banger. Everyone was just saying it's a nice shirt. But yeah, I'm not gonna say the amount of money that I spent.
No, say the amount of money.
$300. $300.
Oh.
But no, but it was $300.
That is just in the moment though, you're having so much fun.
Dude, we had a massive group with us. Like there was like all like the Georgetown girls with us. Like there was Alto, like everyone. All the boys were there except Curtis, obviously. He was fighting for his life. But yeah, no, it was just
$300 when you started at 9:30 at night. I mean,
I worked a full-time shift there, JR. I got there at 9:30 and we left at 2:30. We left at 2:30.
I mean, that's pretty standard. Like 9:30 in Toronto, if you're going that early, like
bury me under. Someone get me involved with Paris, Texas. I keep giving them free ads on this fucking podcast, and it's got to stop. I see listeners there all the time. They're like, I knew you'd fucking be here. Dog
and Bear and Paris, Texas.
Okay, I'll tell a story about Dog and Bear, then we'll go into the other stuff.
Yeah, you'd love Dog and Bear, by the way.
So yeah, I was at Dog and Bear yesterday. So we went to track and field. It sucked. Fuck you, track and field. Then we went to Dog and Bear.
We can't talk bad about track and field.
Sorry, it sucked on that day.
Let's give a little bit of a promo there. Just say,
okay, all right, it's okay. It's an Italian part of Toronto, so I'll give it a pass. But anyways, I'm at Dog and Bear, and like I said, I was shit canned yesterday as well. So I'm at Dog and Bear, and probably like 8 to 10 people came up to me for pictures, but there's this one group that came up to me that I don't remember what I said. I remember taking a picture with them and saying Alec Manoah was a fucking bum. I do remember that. If you are listening to this podcast and you are that guy, please post a picture you took with me, because if this picture makes it to the internet, I look absolutely shithoused, and I want to apologize. We'll get another picture sometime, but I look absolutely fucked in this picture. Like I had my arms around all of them, and I don't even know what I was doing. I was waiting for my Uber.
Were you doing the thing where you choke the people when you get
drunk?
No,
I wasn't doing that. I did it to one listener though. I was like, this fucking guy, and I grabbed him and I choked him. I just did that to one listener.
Jerry, you should have seen it. What he did it to Connor Karam, just full on, just wrapped around his...
That's my move.
Why are you doing?
I go
did you even know Connor was?
I go UFC McGregor.
This is at bar night when
bar night. Okay.
I go UFC McGregor when I see people that are just pumping my tires. But so we were talking to these girls from high school, and I don't know what happened. Someone said something along the lines of like, yeah, Johnny's like big time now, this type of stuff. And she's like, I don't believe you. And then these kids asked me for a picture right beside the girls, and I just remember this. Like I said, this is how fucked up I was. So I was obviously a piece of shit. I looked at her. I said, "You see this shit? You see this shit now?" And she probably just fucking hates me now. But whatever. Hope she's doing all right. But yeah, it was a great weekend, man. Obviously, it still hasn't really clicked in, boys, that this is the last weekend of regular season.
I'm starting to get.
It's like it hasn't let that sink in. Virtual meme, like the sink at the front door. Let that sink in. This is the last week we have of regular season baseball. And I'm going to say it again. The last week we have of regular season baseball until March 2024, dude.
Wow.
Fuck. Like, does that not make you a little bit depressed? Like
No, I was depressed. I was depressed last week about
It's
it.
kind of exciting. I mean, playoff. There's nothing.
but
I
the
mean,
playoff baseball could end so fast,
I
dude.
know.
It
At
could
least
end
it's
in like
not.
2 days.
At least it's not a game. A game type wild card like it used to be. But fuck, is playoff ball ever is the best. Playoff ball and first round of the NHL playoffs, they go hard. Both
Oh
of
my
those.
God. I have chills. I mean, going back to Tropicana to conquer their fears in the playoffs, because I know in 2020 they got worked. That wasn't even close, that series. But you got to I mean, listen, they're going to have to go through a gauntlet, folks. I mean, the Mariners, the Rangers, and the Astros are having a legitimate pillow fight and they are all tanking for the third wild card. No one wants it. No one wants to win the division for that division. No one wants to win it. It's just all dog shit ass fucking teams. That's what it is. And it seems like the Mariners probably could be out. I think Avery. I think it might be the Astros and the Rangers. But the Astros just got swept by the fucking Royals. So I don't know where we're gonna go from here.
I mean, it's crazy. Like at one point during the season, it felt like Texas was going to be absolutely terrible, and it felt like the Mariners were never going to lose again. And now it's like, I mean, if you're the Mariners fan base, I mean, holy fuck, man.
What a roller coaster. You go on like the biggest heater in August, and then you just
they were dead to start, and then best team in baseball.
And now they're literally they're dead. Like you couldn't get swept in a worse series than they just did. Like you literally let me look at their playoff odds. I'm a Fangraphs guy now, by the way, just so everyone knows.
You've been saying that forever, man.
Playoff probability, MLB.
The fact that they're both, yeah.
Does it update immediately, Avery? This is playoff probability.
I don't know.
So the Blue Jays are at 99%. Holy fuck, that looks awesome. That's how awesome does that sound to say? 99%.
Job's not done.
Mariners are at 38%. Or 44%. Rangers are at 96, and the Astros are at 60. So I think the Rangers are 100% in now, Avery, and I think it's going to be between the Astros and the Mariners for that last spot. And it seems like none of those teams want it. They're facing each other too, Astros and Mariners this week. So
Texas pretty much makes it, right?
Yeah, that'll kind of dictate it. But man, this is the last week, man. But Avery, this is going into our discussion about like the Gossman potential being lined up to start on Sunday here. If the Jays clinch hypothetically on Friday, right, Ave? What do you do on that Sunday game?
Bullpen.
Do you just do a bullpen game, or like do you start Ryu? I get like because Ryu.
Oh wait, didn't they
Ryu
taxi?
Would make sense.
Didn't they? Yeah. No, but then
Ryu makes sense, right?
Yeah, no, but I think Ryu's pitching on Friday though, so we can't. He's going this Friday.
They just called someone up on their taxi squad. I don't know.
I think they're gonna have to, like, if they clinch hypothetically on Thursday or Friday, you can't. I mean, Bassett's pitching on Thursday, so he kind of gets a little bit of breathing room there. He gets like 4 days rest for that start in the wild card game, or 5. But the Gossman one's tough because he's supposed to go on the Sunday. So I don't know what you would do here with that. That's a tough call for the Jays to make. But that Sunday game would have to strictly just be maybe a Trevor Richards day. Like, what would that be? But you need Richards for the playoffs. Like,
someone gets called up for that.
Yeah, or just like a bullpen game where just all of the pitchers get some work in, right? Like the bullpen guys to get some work in. Yeah.
Tommy Holstaff, something.
Yeah.
Hopefully that happens. You do not want Kevin Gausman having to start Sunday. That'd be disastrous.
Yeah, that'd be absolutely disastrous. I just talking about the roller coaster of the season. Avery and I were looking at this at work a couple days ago. I believe I want to say after that Rangers series or the day after it, the Jays were minus 125 to make the playoffs. Now they're minus 1,700. It's just crazy. Like this, has this been the craziest season? Or maybe it's a little bit elevated because we watch every single game. But has this not been the craziest fucking season ever? Like, I mean, they were dead to rights after the Rangers series. Now they're playing the best brand of baseball they've played the entire season. Vladdy's hitting home runs again. Varsho's launching. Like, everything is coming together now for the Toronto Blue Jays. It's so weird this team is 18 games above 500 with how poor they have played for decent amount of stretches without hitting, you know?
Yeah, I think that's every season, though. But we just finally we've done it for years, but now streaming and being there for it, just hanging on every pitch pretty much. It's not a healthy way to live your life. It's really not. I don't recommend it, but it has been like it's a tale of three different teams. It seems like they could hit at some points. The starting pitching was saving every game. Kikuchi was the best pitcher in baseball. It's just been it's been so odd, this team. And if you're gonna play your best baseball, this next 2 weeks, this next month could end up in the fucking World Series ring, man. So if we haven't seen the best of this baseball team yet, and we get to see it in this next little bit, I think we're gonna have
They're starting to show it.
We're gonna have a lot of fun here soon.
They're starting to show it. This
if we can
offense-
hit home runs, we can fucking win any baseball game.
All I'm asking for, especially in the playoffs, is this team to just score 4 runs, Dave. 4 runs and they win games with this bullpen. I mean, we got to talk about this bullpen, dude. Like, I know someone probably put this in the Discord because I told them to do it on the live stream today. But a 6, 7, 8, 9 of Green, Hicks, Swanee, Romano is fucking ridiculous.
And you have Mesa. You have
Mesa too. It's ridiculous.
And you have Henny too.
It's insane. It's absolutely insane. This back end of the bullpen is maybe the best in baseball. And that's not, I mean, the stats are there. One of the best pitching staffs in baseball. That's just fact. But
yeah, and it's weird how often in playoff baseball, maybe weird's the wrong term, but last year with the Phillies, how often they did bullpen games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The thing, I think what the Phillies did is every single time one of their pitchers would even show an ounce of struggle, like 3rd, 4th inning, whatever it was, bang, bullpen, ride the bullpen for the rest of the game. That's what the Jays are going to be like, I think, obviously. Just please win a series. Please, bro. I just want one series. Just win a fucking.
Dude, I'll take a game.
Johnny, the vibes could not have been.
Oh, we were going to do mimosas, JR. Like, yeah, we were going to do mimosas.
You were bringing in the closer, too. I was going to be there for game 3.
Yeah, it would have been. I mean, it's just like, I still think of like that day and what could have been. Like that entire series of like, if we won game 2, like, I think we win game 3. And like, I mean, it just would have been one of the best weekends ever.
Oh,
like,
just give me playoff baseball in the fall at the Rogers Center. ALDS. I don't give a shit if you're down 2-0 in the series. Just let me go to one fucking game. Just let me go to a playoff division series game. That's all I'm asking. I'm not going to get greedy. Just one. All right. The rest is icing on the fucking cake.
Maybe we should go to the Trop.
Oh my God, that'd be so fucking sick. They're fake fan noise. They were using fake fan noise. I'm going to say it. They were the boos on the TV and the cheers on the TV today were not
a little too loud for you.
Too elevated for me. It wasn't. It had to be fake. They're doing something fishy down there at Tropicana Field. It's a little fishy.
Well, they're clearly cheating, like they did at the start of the year.
Everything's catching up to them though. They have tons of injuries. Yanni Diaz was out today. It's not looking great down there for the Tropicana boys, man. Maybe I'm starting to say tank for wild card too. Play for wild card too. That team doesn't scare me as much as I think they would. I mean, obviously fully healthy, they scare the fuck out of me, especially with Wander Franco back, but he's probably in prison. He'll be watching the games from prison. Yeah. Like Glasnow doesn't scare me. Zach Eflin doesn't scare me. Those guys don't scare me. Maybe I'll get Clifton Old takes exposed for this, but the Twins pitching staff's really good, and they rake off of Kevin Gossman. So it's like kind of pick your poison here. I don't know. Where are you at with that, Avery? Like, do you want to go back to the Trop, conquer the Demons head on, go Rays, Orioles back-to-back series to go to the fucking ALCS?
Yeah, I want it.
You do?
I do want it. I want to conquer the Trop. Before it gets taken down, before it goes away, I want to conquer the Trop.
So you want to conquer the Trop and then conquer Camden back-to-back?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I think the O's can be frauds, man. They're going to need some great pitching.
Felix Bautista's gone too. I don't think he'll be.
Yeah, like they can pitch well. It's just, and the numbers have shown all their guys can do that, but starting to think they might not have it for the postseason. So I think they're gettable too, man.
You think so?
Yeah, like kind of scared of the team, but it's like who are you really scared of in the East?
No one really, man. I mean, the Orioles
they could be better and beat our teams. Like
the Orioles bang though, bro. They fucking bang.
The Orioles would be the man. It's just such a statement. Best 03 beat Tampa. I mean, you're riding in with some momentum going
Like
into that
if we're
Baltimore
playing our
series.
best baseball and you go 2-0 against the Rays,
Yeah.
I'm a lot less scared.
Yeah, no, I agree. But the thing is,
Mhm.
though, is like, are the Jays peaking too early right now? You want them to peak a little bit,
Johnny,
too
there's 1 week left, you idiot.
I'm just saying, man. I listen. The Jays are that little baby to me right now that they're so fragile. It's like, oh my god, they're starting to walk and like starting to see the world, and they're starting to understand things. Like, I don't want this to get taken away from me. This is the best brand of baseball they've played all year, and they're doing it at the fucking end. They're doing it at like,
Start was good too, right?
okay, yeah, start was good, but I'm just saying, like, they're doing
This
it
is
at
the
the perfect time.
This is the hot cold hot theory, which is good in baseball. Start well, get hot, middle of the season, cool down, playing your best baseball by the end. It's good. This is a good thing.
The only shitty thing about this is the Jays have to go up and face the Rays this weekend. Obviously, they already faced them. And then to finish the season, they have to face the Rays again. And there's a potential of facing them fucking again. I'm just going to get tired of watching the Rays at some point.
Well, I'm there, brother.
I'm just going to get
already.
so tired of watching Jays Rays because we have the potential to see 8 or 9 Jays versus Rays games in a 10-day period.
Yep. Yeah.
Fucking absurd. Absolutely absurd.
Yeah, it's just I don't fucking Rays, man. I don't know how I feel about them still. Obviously a great team, but
yeah, we'll see how they do coming up here. We'll see.
Like
I mean, they got to come back. They got to come to our house, the Rogers Center now. That's gonna be awesome. This weekend, Fan Appreciation Day. Get your ugly ass Blue Jays.
Dude, my mom loves those sweaters.
Are you serious? Maybe we'll get a listener to get your mom one.
So
I won't be going to that game. I promise you that. So.
No, my dad asked if I could get the Hogwarts thing for my brother's like fiance. I was like, Dad, I'm not gonna get that for you. I'm sorry. He's like, maybe someone could send it to you. He's like, I'll pay for it. It's like, sure, Dad. This is me talking about it now, so you're welcome, Dad. And then my mom's like, I love that sweater. And my dad's like, oh, can you get it for her? I was like, Dad, no, I can't do that. I'm not going to be there. He just thinks we can get everything we've ever wanted just for free.
We kind of can, man. The Morgan Wallen ticket thing was crazy. So,
but you still paid for that.
Yeah, but like not as much as I would have.
No,
like
that is
maybe $800 less than what I would have paid. So, shout out to that guy. But yeah, no, it's we got one more. Then our next episode after this one, our next episode after Thursday's one's a playoff preview one. It's crazy, dude.
I have to. So obviously, like I said, I'm going to Kansas. One of my best friends from college is getting married. It's been 5 years, I think, since I've been back and seen those guys. So I'm like the most excited I've ever been to go see them. But I made my flight home early Sunday, get in the lab, get ready for the playoff preview.
Now we go. And
I'm
so juiced up, boys.
I paid for that flight like a month ago too. So I knew I had the faith, man.
I'm so juiced up, boys. I'm so juiced up.
It's
so
what's
like, so now let's go back. What's the worst thing that can happen? Like we just lose every game here on out.
Well, no, if the Jays go 1-5, I think they still have a 90% chance of making the playoffs.
Wow. Holy fuck. So it is getting real.
Like, I mean, they have a 99% chance to make the playoffs on Fangraphs, right?
Yeah.
So like they really have to fumble. Like I think the magic number with the teams facing each other right now is like really the magic number is really low, obviously, because then you got the Mariners Rangers facing like the Mariners Astros facing each other. So you get away with a lot of that stuff. But yeah, they win 2 out of their next 5 games or 6 games, they're automatically in. So like it just they've put themselves in a really good spot, boys. Really, really good spot. So let's talk about game to game here. The Friday game. So the Jays, I have walk fever. I can't get enough of this Blue Jays team just deciding to just, you know what? Fuck it. Well, we can't hit right now. So why don't we just walk 100 runs in? And Tyler Glasnow, he understood the assignment. This dude just stopped, like he just got the yips.
Did you hear that noise, Jer?
Yeah, that was fucked.
What was that?
It was the loudest screech you've ever heard in your life.
On my mic?
Yeah, it just it sounded like a monster in your room.
Okay. But anyway, someone breaking in? No, what I was gonna say is Tyler Glasnow just literally forgot how to like pitch. And the Jays were down 1-0 early. Chris Bassett, by the way, boys. Avery and I talked about this, I think, on the last podcast. He's the game 2 starter locked in now. Like, that's it. It's Gossman, Bassett. That's it. Right?
Yeah, we have our 3, no doubt.
Yeah.
But I think the Kikuchi and the Ryu thing kind of showed that it would have taken a long shot for him to start one of those 3 games, obviously, with the way everything was set up. But no, we have our 3, and it was set up post All-Star break to be this.
Like Chris Bassett, and you hear this all from Mets fans. He doesn't pitch in the big game. These are big games he's pitching, and he goes 6 2/3, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 8 punchies, 0 walks. Like, and that's against obviously a really good team. So he showed up, kind of set the tone. Jay's offense didn't show up until later in the game when Tyler Glasnow started walking a shit ton of guys.
That inning was awesome.
That inning fucking ruled. I literally tweet, I never want it to end. Dalton Varsho 2 for 4. George Springer 2 for 5. Espinal even getting some hits, and then Kevin Kiermaier looking great in the field and also producing at bats, like long at bats when he was pinch hitting. So, Matty Chapman, the hit by pitch. It's just this game was.
That's what you're gonna give to Matt Chapman.
Yeah, just congrats on the hit by pitch, Matty Chapsticks. But Varshow's gonna hit 20 home runs this year, boys. He's 2 away. Vladdy's actually Vladdy might hit 30. He's at 26 right now. Vladdy. There's 27. He has 27. He has 27. Sorry.
Yeah, there's 6 games left. It can't happen for sure.
I've talked myself into it. Actually, I've talked myself into Vladdy hitting 30, and then just fooling us next year. And we're like, oh yeah, Vladdy hit 30 last year, hit like 278. Yeah,
pretty good year. Obviously,
maybe we are too hard on Vladdy. But yeah, no, it's that game rocked. And going back to that bullpen, I think we have to sign Jordan Hicks. I know we talked about this last episode. They have to sign him. Did you watch the Jason 30 today? But I know you couldn't watch the game. His stuff today was unhittable. Like, no one even sniffed his shit. He was insane.
Did he just pitch the 9th, or did he pitch more than that?
He pitched the 9th. He is, God, I love him.
What
a fleece.
Yeah, he's going to demand too much money for them to probably re-sign him.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, how much do you think how much do you think he'll ask for?
I'm not a contract guy. I legitimately couldn't tell you, to be honest with you.
Chad Green's
I think it would be a disservice to content.
It would be a discourage. Yeah, me being a contract guy would just be a disservice. You're right. It would be just an absolute clusterfuck if I decided to just, let me tap into the content game or the contract game. But that Friday game sets the tone, man.
Is like 4 for 40. I saw someone on Twitter say that.
That sounds right. That's a lot. That's a lot for a reliever. Holy fuck. 40 million, but that could make sense.
I think that makes sense.
I mean, when you got Bassett going up against Glasnow like that, it just goes to show you, man, Bassett really can go up against anyone. I mean, his ERA is at 3.74, 1.19 whip. I mean, this guy's looked incredible. What a signing by Ross Atkins. Ross Atkins really has constructed a very good baseball team. That's like, that's
crazy. All it's crazy that I said I wanted him gone. Like, I still, if they missed the playoffs, I thought maybe they would go away from him. But again, I have said a million times, I think this team was constructed well, just underperformed for most of the season. But he constructed a really good rotation and a really good pen. So,
which is what they need, and really good defense, right?
Yep.
So
Did you see the Photoshop going around of Dalton Varsho,
or Lourdes Gurriel? Yeah, that's just
Gabriel Moreno stats.
That's such bad baiting by that guy. I don't know who did that, but that guy's such a clown.
No, I know that was very funny. I thought.
Yeah, it is funny though. But let's go into the Saturday game, man. I mean, let's make this clear. We can all establish here this series should have been a sweep, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that Saturday game had no business. They had no business losing that game. You get down 4-0, and I will say this, man. When Ryu's stuff isn't working, and I know this is like not a hot take, not a bad statement. When his stuff's not working, his 87-mile-an-hour fastball is literally batting practice. Like they were just teeing. It was like ping, ping, ping. It's like when I faced it was like when I was pitching against that New England team in Cooperstown, and they had to switch hit because they were beating us so bad. That's what that was. It was just ping, ping. He was giving up hard hit balls, walking dudes, and these dudes were just spitting on his breaking balls and just launching the 87-mile-an-hour fastball. He looked terrible on Saturday.
God, the hard hit counter on his from that game. Holy fuck, how many is 1, 2? I can't even count. There's so many of them. Only 4 1/3. Yeah, like 87. You're on the mound with that stuff when everyone's just teeing off. When you're helpless. Like, I can't reach back for extra. They're just gonna smoke that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's definitely a helpless feeling for that, but we hadn't seen much of that from Ryu.
Exactly. I think that kind of really puts in perspective that he probably won't be starting a playoff game, which sucks. I don't think he will be, Ave.
No, I don't think so either, but you need to win regular season games to get to the playoffs, and he helped this team do that.
Yeah, exactly. So we obviously wouldn't be here without him, especially with that fucking slob Alec Manoah just not pitching.
You're
being
just
lazy.
done. You're just done on Alec.
I'm done with Manoah. Fuck that.
I'm gonna
guy.
have to like film content like burning my West Virginia Manoah jersey at this point.
He was good there, Jer.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So but besides the fact that I will say this,
to hear an Alec Manoah statement at some point.
Me too.
Yeah,
But
maybe he should give his official statement on.
Yeah,
the
he doesn't want to, I guess, which is the dumbest thing ever. Because you now just the allegations, like just about you being a shitty teammate and everything, just letting that get released without saying anything makes you look very guilty. So, yeah, it's not great. But what I will say this though about Ryu, say something nice about Ryu. He only gave up 4 in the first, and then kind of settled in and gave out 1 the rest of the way, which kept the team in the game. What really did it for me, man, is this is the weekend of George Springer, man. RBI double, scores 2, Vladdy single, and then Bubble Biggio double, legacy double, and Eden scores in the 8th on pass balls and stuff like that. But they had that lead, and I will say this. Where are you at, Avery, here with a little bit of like the nerve factors coming in with John Schneider having to make smart decisions in the playoff game? Because that game, Jordan Romano struggling on the mound. He's on back-to-back days, pitched 4 outs today before. He's injured, right? He's injured his fingernail. And you keep him on the mound, and he just gets his fucking shit shoved in. Like, he just didn't look good at all that game. He looked terrible. Like, how, in the back of your mind, obviously everything's happy right now. We're buzzing, we're snapping it around, we're in a good mood. How nervous are you about John Schneider having to make actual smart decisions in the playoffs? Because he just hasn't shown the ability to do that.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm 10 out of 10 nervous for him managing a playoff game. Right? Am I out of line?
It's dumb it's really dumb decisions. Like, Mays is warming up. Josh Lowe is has a below 600 OPS against lefties. Mays is warming up right there. Romano is injured. You still have a lead, and you fucking throw Romano. You keep him in. I don't get it. Like, I'm very scared. And this bullpen is so good where you can't even really go wrong with any guy you bring out of the pen. But a situation in like that where a guy's on back-to-back days after going 4 outs with high-intensity game like the game before, when he shouldn't have really pitched. I mean, they're up 4 going into the bottom of the 9th, and he just threw 1 out before that. So you could have used him the next day and just used like a little bit of a low-leverage type of guy for that 9th inning. But I don't understand what he was doing that game.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was just the most obvious. Like, all of Twitter agreed on that, except obviously that fucking dumb idiot Mike Wilner, who's trying to make a statement like, you got to trust your closer. But what was he doing there, Avery? Like, that was obviously like a very clear-cut bonehead type of thing. And you like the players got to agree with me on that, man. Like, that was just so dumb.
Yeah, because Jordan Romano will never take himself out of a game. There's people like that you've played with growing up. Jordan Romano will never come out of a game. Like, he'd have to be dead on the mound to come out.
Yeah.
Which is like, as soon as you saw, he kind of didn't have it right away. And there was a move to be made at some point too, and it wasn't made. So I've kind of blocked it out of my head that John Schneider makes bad decisions. I don't freak out like some people on Twitter do all the time, because I'm just trying to think of my own mental health. I could go crazy thinking about all the decisions he makes. But then I remember, like, yeah, we have to do this again.
Like wild card game 2 last year. Yeah.
I remember.
I don't remember.
He gets ripped apart. Like, I mean, it feels like more than average for a manager. Like,
I feel like every fan base
everyone's got to be the same, man.
The only guy where I could see fan bases like genuinely like is the Braves manager. He could probably just never do no wrong with that team. Like, that team is a fucking wagon. So
who do you think gets it worse, Jer? Or like,
I think Snyder, like, I think we're pretty hard on him, but like, I think we're hard on him for like valid reasons. I don't think we've ever been hard on a manager for his decisions. Like, Charlie was more like, I mean, he was just like a bomb in a sense. Like, we didn't think he was hard enough on the players, but I don't think we judged his decisions like this as hard. I think like this is one of the hardest we've been on a manager, but like, I mean, John Snyder has made mistake after mistake. Like, when it came,
I think
when it comes to this.
I think that's something to do with how much like data we have available to us,
Mm-hmm.
that you can't process that quickly while you're down there. Like that shit's tough to do, and that's why.
Yeah.
Like when we
it's
coach and
definitely
stuff
not
like
easy.
that, it's just like, oh, there's a guy coming up, lefty. Are you gonna walk him? It's kind of like just panic time. You don't have that.
Yeah, but that's why you have a good bench coach, and clearly Don Mattingly's dumb as fuck. And Yankee fans are talking about wanting him. You know what, guys? You could take him. You could take him. You know what? You could have him.
That's the thing too. It's like
My Yankees are eliminated, by the way, so I'm kind of sad right now. But
like these guys are talking on the bench. Like, like half the decisions are like 80% of the decisions are not just John Snyder making the fucking call, like without talking to anyone,
yeah.
But like they game plan before the game too. So like it's kind of on the whole staff overall. But I mean, Snyder's going to take it on the chin, but I mean, he's going to be under a microscope come playoff time. He is going to be judged for
Hopefully
every
Pete Walker
movie
helps him out, because Pete Walker's a goddamn genius. That guy's a fucking, I mean, he's turned water into wine with Ryu coming back, with Kikuchi being good this year, with Barrios figuring it out. Did I say fingering it? Figuring it out.
He really has been figuring it out.
He really has been figuring it out. Yeah, but awesome. I mean, that Saturday game sucked, but again, I'm talking about this team's ability to get punched in the mouth and come back. And today, you give up a 2 spot in the bottom of the first. Kikuchi doesn't look good, and you put up a fucking 5 spot in the second inning, dude. The day of George Springer, Avery.
Oh my God.
I have never seen a player in a very long time single-handedly have an entire inning stretch where they did everything for the team. Inside the park home run, threw a guy out at second, and then a diving catch to save a double. That was the most insane. Like he was worth every goddamn dive we gave him just from that goddamn inning. That inning was insane.
How many wins would you give him on the day?
3.
Yep.
3 WAR. 3 F4 today.
That was fucking sick, man. It's like just vintage George Springer when we get close to playoff baseball. Statistically, I don't actually know if he figures it out, but it seems that he does.
I think he did last year. He was one of the big guys, I'm pretty sure, with the big rallies they had. I know Teo obviously was that guy. But yeah, just today's game, I'll say this. There is nothing cooler than partaking in an inside the park home run that your team hits. Like just watching it live, be like, oh my God, he's going to score there. And you know what sucks, Rays fans? Kevin Kiermaier catches that ball 10 times out of 10. You guys let him walk. So suck on that one, Tampa Bay Rays.
Yeah, but the Raimel Tapia one.
Oh my God, Raimel Tapia facing Raimel Tapia in the playoffs is going to rock. I hope.
I don't think he can make the. I don't think he can make.
There's no chance he can make the roster. But it was so funny seeing him there on the bench.
Seeing him in the game, he scored the tying run yesterday.
Yeah. Shout out Taps, man. Hope he's doing well.
I have an issue with the Tampa Bay Rays.
Okay.
The different color belts.
Everyone's wearing different color belts. I feel like every team's like that though, because Bryce Harper wears a gold belt and he's on the Phillies.
I have a problem with it.
Yeah, that's weird.
What the hell was your problem with it?
Different color belts. If they all wore
one. I would like if they all wore one belt.
Okay, that's Avery. Just shut up and dribble, Avery, right there. No, you can't show personality.
No. See, I have no. It's just like part of the uniform, I think.
Okay,
like,
Avery's very Avery Country Club Abe.
Like,
everyone tweet at Abe. Country Club Abe wants wants dress code, and
but I like when they do
to be black or white.
No. That's not true at all. It's just like if you're gonna have a red belt, maybe you have like a shiny red belt or something like that. You know?
Okay,
but it's in uniform with one. So I think all the Jays wear all the Jays are blue belts, at least. So
yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at the lineup today. And
does Yandy wear a pink one? I think so. Maybe he's wearing that for a reason. But
yeah,
Harold Ramirez, I saw wearing the yellow one, I believe. So just wear the same color belt.
I'm just looking at today's roster and just like the lineup and I mean. Springer 1 for 5, Biggio 2 for 5, Vladdy 2 for 5, Chapman 1 for 4, Varsho 2 for 4, Merrifield 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs. It's just this is when you start. I guess like you said, man, start heating up. But I will say this: those Vladdy home runs today gave me chills. Just like that ball he hit the center was fucking insane. Like that ball got out in what a second. It was on a line, 412 feet. It never went 6 feet above the ground. It was insane.
I also think, well, he skull fucked the one to left too.
Yeah.
That
And, oh
barely
my
got
God,
it.
the pimp jobs. The pimp jobs. The
The
Bo and
only
him.
better pimp job was when he hit the grand slam off the position player at the Trop.
Yeah.
Does he have the
Something.
most home runs this year at the Trop?
I think he does.
It might
I
be
think he
close.
does. He has probably more than he has at the fucking Rogers Center, bro. But yeah, I'll say it, man. It's Vladdy's heating up at the right time. I just starting to believe again. Our generational hitter, but him and Bo, those are the guys that you need to carry you. Obviously, those are the generational hitters. Those are the top of the order guys. Vladdy and Bo, once they start going, the entire lineup starts going, and they are pulling their weight right now. They pulled their weight this entire series. I'm happy, and he's looking healthy again. So shout out to our guys, and that Bo Bichette home run today too. Oh my God, the bat flip. The bat flip was just fucking
If they're
absurd.
gonna start playing with a little bit of juice, I'm here for it, man.
Oh, give it to me. I need it like crack. I need it so bad. But if this is a true circle, one guy I'm scared of to pitch in playoff games is Jimmy Garcia. I'll say it. Today again, gives up a fucking moon bomb when the Jays are up 3. Gives up a moon bomb to make them up 2. I'm scared of Jimmy. I don't want him pitching in a fucking playoff game, bro.
But we listed off all the guys we have. He's like our 7th guy.
Yeah, but the thing is, they have been throwing him in high leverage as of late, though. Like, that was a high leverage appearance.
Sure. Yeah.
Up 3 in the 7th, but that also makes sense because Romano was out, so you kind of had to push guys back. So I guess that makes sense, technically. I guess that makes sense. But yeah, I just don't trust Jimmy Garcia. You can give me every fucking advanced stat you want on the planet. He's just he's so low on my depth chart of guys that I trust, where it's like, I don't even want to I don't want him pitching in a playoff game. I'm sorry, Jimmy. I don't. I'd rather go Trevor Richards, who, by the way, looked incredible today. Absolutely. 2 innings. 2 innings today. Just zeros back-to-back innings. Unbelievable. 5th and 6th, especially with Kikuchi on that short leash today. Got pulled early. And you go fucking the Silver Fox, and he just absolutely shoves. Absolutely shoves. So
I got nothing to say that we need the Silver Fox back. He's a perfect guy for the playoffs because he can give you a little bit of distance. You won't really need that in the wild card series, probably, but hopefully, if they make it past that, he's a vital piece to have pitching well.
This series was a crucial turning point, and it just looks like, I mean, let me do some math here. What's 9 plus 6, 15, 21 runs they scored in 3 games this series against good pitching. I mean, you went Glass now, you went Taj Bradley, who's pretty good. Did I say Bradley? Taj Bradley was pretty good. So I'll take that, man. You love to fucking see it. But let's go to listener questions, Dave. Where are we at here, listener questions?
We got a bunch of some interesting ones in here today. All right. Our thoughts on Trent Thornton becoming Mariano Rivera.
Is he carving?
Yeah.
I don't think it'll matter because I don't think the Mariners are going to make the playoffs. So
I know, but he's the best to ever do it.
Is he actually shoving?
I want to
good for Butters. Good for Butters.
Isn't he getting married? That was the thing.
Yeah. Congrats, Butters.
Congrats to Butters. Okay, I'm gonna look up his stats here for Seattle. 2.11 ERA, 21 innings pitched, 19 strikeouts. He's not Mariano Rivera.
No,
that's
really
too
not.
bad.
He's really not. That was a little bit
all right.
it.
Short Latinas or short blondes. All women are beautiful.
Yeah, we're not gonna answer that. That's misogynistic. We'll get another comments like that.
Yeah. Can you rank the 3 worst beers we have ever tried?
Any fucking craft beer. I hate all of them. What's the next question?
Sick of what?
I just feel like shit.
So did you almost shit yourself?
Yeah, right there I did. Well, no. Well, no. I didn't almost shit myself. I just had to go to the bathroom.
Okay, yeah, man, for sure. We believe you.
We'll cut all that.
No, we won't.
We're not going to cut the pause.
Oh, obviously, me and Jared was having a conversation for 10 minutes there. Of course, we're going to cut the pause.
Oh, okay. All right. What's the next question?
You guys are getting a live look. Does Johnny ever wear contacts?
No, I was never able to touch my eyes. Now let me see. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll try it next year.
No, you can't try it now. You're just glasses guy.
I'm a glasses guy.
You should try the circle like glasses as well. Like, go get a crazy pair of glasses that no one could see.
No, I look really good in Ray-Bans, Ray-Ban sunglasses. That's like my thing that I pull off really well. Maybe because I have like a long, big face. So I'm definitely tap into the contact game next year and just wear Ray-Bans to games and just wheel.
Just wheel. All right. Do you think the Jays will get a Jurassic Park type thing like the Raptors?
Should we orchestrate that? But okay, no, we can't though, because we don't have an entire we don't have a 190,000 inch TV to be able to just do like a Jurassic Park type of thing. But that would be sick. That would, you know what, Blue Jays fans, you should treat the Gate 14 live stream as that.
Yes,
that's what you should do. You and your buddy should watch the Gate 14 live stream and just get after it with us, because I'll be getting. The games will be during the day, so I don't know if I'll be getting drunk for those, but we'll see. We'll figure it out. But yeah, they should do that. That would be fucking electric. I don't think
the Miami Dolphins real life scored 70 points today.
That fucking rocks. That absolutely rocks.
That is fucked.
But that'd be sick. We should definitely orchestrate that. Maybe get a restaurant on board. We could try to see if we can get all of our listeners in there for a watch party. That'd be sick.
I can't watch.
What would they call it? The Nest? You know, they got Jurassic Park, the Nest.
Oh. There we go, JR. Birds in a nest. Okay.
That's awesome. All right. Is Alec Manoah the Ben Simmons of Major League Baseball?
Yes, actually, that's a really good comparison. Yeah.
Isn't that giving him a little bit too much praise? Like Ben Simmons.
Was Ben Simmons ever Defensive Player of the Year?
I don't know basketball that well.
Alec
Manoah was a Cy Young candidate. Legit.
But that was 1 year, though. That was 1 year.
Literally,
he was good for 1 year.
Yeah, he might never return to the league. Like, imagine, like, you know what I mean? Like, that would be crazy. I mean,
do you think Manoah's watching? Okay, True Circle. Do you think Alec Manoah is watching these games hoping the Jays lose? Like, do you think he's like,
oh, yeah.
Oh, if they go on a run here and they win a fucking World Series or go to the ALCS and I miss it, they'll be like, oh, maybe we don't need Alec. I mean, they don't need him anyways, but I'm just saying, like, you think he's maybe just like a little bit of him right now has like FOMO where he's like, I'd hope this team doesn't go on a run. I think 100% he's thinking like that. Like, he's kind of wishing, if you were in Alec Manoah's shoes and you got thrown out of the team pretty much because of your play, would you want the team to go and win a World Series? This is what I'd compare it to. It's like when you and your girlfriend break up and you don't want her to find happiness. That's what it's pretty much like. Like, that's what Alec Manoah is doing. He's like, fuck, I hope she just finds a guy that treats her like shit. That's what I hope the Jays are just like fucking terrible. That's what Alec Manoah is saying. He's definitely preying on their downfall. Has to be. Fucking has to be.
Yeah.
I don't think he's watching a single game. I think he's done.
You don't think so? You think he just blinders on?
I would hope he likes the guys on the team enough to not care that much.
Yeah, that's true.
But he doesn't show like he has. I mean, you see guys like Jano who could easily go back to Florida and just rehab. Jano's saying, fuck no. I'm staying in Toronto even though I'm out for the rest of the year. I want to be on the bench with the boys. Alec Manoah's not even doing that.
Well, Alec Manoah isn't invited on the bench.
But he's rehabbing, though. Like, he's on quote-unquote injury. So you would think if he cared, he would be there. It's like significant other. If they cared, they put in the effort.
Yeah.
Do you think if Alec Manoah had like a really good attitude, the Jays would consider putting him in the bullpen?
No, I mean, his play is so bad. They would consider him, like, they would tell him, hey, man, like, just come chill here on the bench. Like, everyone likes you. You're just really good in the clubhouse. But
yeah,
him not being there is really, like, it's a really bad look for him, obviously. It's a really bad look. Not even sure. He's not posting his stories about the Jays winning, like their runs. Like, he's not retweeting stuff on Twitter, on social media to show love, show support. He's doing none of that. So you could take with that as you will, man. I don't know. What's the next one, Ave?
Is the offense starting to click at the right time? We kind of talked about that already.
Yeah, they are.
If we keep hitting home runs like this, I think
it'll be scary. We got a squad. Verbal meme. We got a squad now.
Someone's asking, can we fucking say it, Johnny?
No. I think we don't say it for the rest of the year until they win a playoff series. I will say this, though. My joy is rapidly coming back. Okay. Like at an alarming rate.
I think getting your joy back is better than saying the other thing.
Yeah, I just have so much joy right now watching this team. Like, when's the next fucking? I'm just chopping to the bit. I don't even want an off day. When's the next fucking day? When's the next game?
Someone asked if Blue Jays that the greatest Twitter account of all time.
Yes.
Someone asked which player has the hottest wife or girlfriend.
Not answering that. That is.
I don't even know.
Come
Yeah,
on, guys.
That's not what I like. I don't know anything about those people.
Yeah, you won't catch me answering that question.
Yeah. What do you think happened to spark the offense?
Someone kissed.
If you had to guess too, who would it be?
Who kissed? Vladdy and Bo, the two leaders, just went in the center of the clubhouse and just kissed. Just like a no tongue, just like a European kiss. Goodbye. Right in front of the boys, said, "This is what's gonna spark it."
What were they saying goodbye to?
No, like goodbye. Or no, they weren't saying goodbye. They were saying now we go, pretty much. But it was pretty much just like the verbal meme of like, come on, guys. If we want to win this, it's on us.
No,
That's
coach
what
is
that
right.
was. And then they kiss. Coach is right. And then Vladdy and Bo just kissed. And the next thing you know, the season got turned around. I don't know what sparked the offense, but this sounds very cliche, but hitting is contagious. Like seeing guys like Calvin Biggio have unreal at-bats, productive at-bats, and start hitting the ball hard. I mean, it just kind of sparks all that. And Bo Bichette coming back and starting to hit really well again really sparked it as well for Vladdy. So it's a contagious thing, and they're doing it at the right time. So you love to fucking see it. You really do.
What do you think Pete Walker's drink of choice is?
Rum and Coke. He's a Jack Daniels guy. He has to be a Jack Daniels guy, right?
He doesn't chase. He doesn't mix.
Yeah. You think he's just a Jack Daniels guy?
Whiskey.
Yeah. Okay.
Just on the rocks, just straight.
Yeah.
Grown ass man. Just
and just no, but you know, he's just like at the bar. You know those guys at the bar that are just by themselves, like he doesn't want any company. He just has that Jack there, and he has a dart right here, right on his like forehead.
And he's wearing a camo forwards hat.
Yeah, just so no one recognizes him at like what bar would he be going to? What's that bar beside the Rogers Center?
Sportsnet Grill.
No. They followed us, by the way. Shout out to them for following us.
Sportsnet Grill.
Yeah. What's that bar across from Boston Pizza on Front Street?
The
Igloo?
The Pint?
The Pint. Yeah, you know Pete Walker's at the Pint post game, just fucking
getting one of those big boys, you know, the ones.
Yeah, one of those massive pints and just hoodie
on.
on.
No, Pete Walker drives to St. Louis and Mississauga to go for his post game beers.
And then he goes to the Rippers after. If you are a stripper listening to this podcast, can you please let us know if Pete Walker's ever entered your establishment? That'd fucking rule. Or if any of your siblings are strippers. We don't sex work shame here. So
no.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know if Pete Walker's ever hopped in there.
Would you rather have 2022 Thomas Hatch start every 5 days for the Jays, or have 2022 Sergio Romo be your closer?
I keep forgetting Sergio Romo played for the team. We got to start looking towards those awards there for the award show. Like he played here, because there's some guys that played here this year. It sucks that Jordan Luplow would probably be on that list, like the most random Blue Jay of the year. You know, but
yeah, Gosuke Katoh being in the
like last year.
Who's gonna win? The award I was thinking about was biggest gate 14
rider.
truther.
I mean, Swanson is like some
rider,
of our tweets,
like Luplow, Swanson.
Honestly,
Ernie,
I just think everyone ties for first for that one.
I mean, you got to pick one though.
Ernie does love us.
It's kind of like pardon my take, Abe, right? They pick their Brook. Like it's got to be like.
And we got to get a sweet. Well, thing is, for the Gate 14 awards, we'll get a speech for the guy that won. Like we'll post the speech. Like we'll tell him that he won. Congrats, you won this, and here you had to say a speech.
I would pay to see what Bassett would say.
Oh my god. Yeah,
I think it would take a while for Bassett to get back to us on that one.
Yeah,
it would take him months.
So Thomas Hatch or Sergio Romo?
Thomas Hatch. Sergio Romo is so bad. So fucking bad.
He was throwing. Remember when he was throwing?
He's throwing like 82 out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he was throwing so fucking
great
slow.
morale guy. I will say that. Great fucking morale guy, but god damn it, was he fucking terrible.
Yeah, he was terrible.
What's the next question, Abe?
Out of all the teams currently in playoff positions in the AL plus Seattle, they want to rank the teams we're most scared of. We kind of just talked about that.
I'm not really scared. Orioles probably up, like Orioles, Rays. Astros don't really scare me. I mean, they got swept by the fucking Royals.
Yeah, so Orioles, Rangers, Twins, Rays, Astros we'll just deal with.
Yeah.
I'm most scared.
Most scared of the Orioles, obviously. That offense is there's no discounting how good that offense is. So it probably goes 1 Orioles for me, 2 Rays. I know we beat them this week, but it's just something just still about Tropicana doesn't sit right with me. And they have that playoff experience, which the Jays kind of don't have. The Jays have no fucking wins in the playoffs since 2016. Orioles, Rays, I'm gonna put the Rangers ahead of the Twins. Go Rangers, Twins,
Astros.
Astros. Yeah, Astros don't scare me. I really don't. I don't
mean,
really
yeah,
think
it would take a miracle for that series to be played, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, they want a starting lineup question. We've kind of done that every
Yeah,
episode.
we did that last podcast.
Where's Jimmy in our circle of trust? He's close to the bottom. We just talked about that.
Couldn't
as
be
well.
more close to the bottom. Couldn't
Can
be more in the
Johnny
doghouse.
swim?
What?
Can
Good
Johnny
question.
swim?
I can fucking swim. What?
I mean, that's to be honest.
Fun fact: my
I wouldn't have
ex-girlfriend
been
couldn't
shocked.
swim, drive a car, or ride a bike.
Holy shit!
She's 27. Yeah, nice fuck up. But yeah, no. Just get absolutely torched on the podcast. Yeah, I can swim, contrary to popular belief. And I like the listeners that come up to me in person that say, "Wow, you're actually taller in person," but they do say it sarcastically, which is fine. But yeah, contrary to popular belief, I'm a very good swimmer. Actually, I wouldn't say that. I'm not a very good swimmer. I hate nature, so I haven't swam in a while. But yeah, I'm
Are you?
swimmer.
Would you ever swim in a lake?
Yes. Oh yeah, obviously. The thing is, I hate nature, so I'm just like scared of like fish being in that lake and just touching me.
I'm not a deep sea creature guy.
The thing is, I've never been fishing, and I would just hate to touch a fish. You know, like Swanee in the off season wants us to go ice fishing with him, and that content would be hilarious. But I would just be like, listen, I'm not touching the fish. Just want to make that clear. I'd make that very clear in the content piece. That I'm not touching the fish, Swanee.
Would you put the worms on the? I don't know.
No, I don't like touching the worms either. I don't touch any animal besides dogs and maybe cats. That's it. If you're on the outside of that, I won't touch you ever.
Yep, nice. And then finally, things that we want to do in the off season.
Obviously, I'm going to try to get with the connections we have now. I could easily get us a player a week, like on the podcast, or a player every 2 weeks to come on, because like that's not that crazy. It's like 12-15 week off season, right? Something like that from November to February. So I'd be able to get us a player a week. And obviously, like, just people like when we talk about the life stuff. So there's obviously gonna be tons of stuff. Me and Avery are gonna be doing trips with the owner's box and stuff like that. So there'll be tons of like stuff we could just talk about, funny stories, and obviously bring in Altawaner once in a while, Curtis, just those guys that, because our listeners fucking love those guys. So yeah, just tons of stuff like that. So the offseason will be fine. We got the Gate 14 awards to look forward to as well, which people loved last year when we were smaller. So now we're really like we're way bigger this year. So I'm excited for like the reception the Gate 14 awards are gonna get. It's gonna rule.
Yep, I'm excited for that. I'm just travel in the off season, get my life back, have some fun.
It's gonna be good to be able to like not have to worry about streaming every night. Like be able to like go on dates with I'm a big date guy. So it's gonna be good to go on dates. And like just be normal.
How many dates do you want to go? Like, what's your New Year's resolution? How many dates do you want to go in?
15.
What?
15 dates, but not 15 first dates. Like just 15 dates. I'll update the people.
15 dates.
I think you could go on 20
off-season?
first dates next year.
Me? You think I go on 20?
Rock.
That would be a piece of shit.
You could do
move
one
by
a
me.
week, actually, probably.
Probably. If I really tried, I probably could. But I really don't have that in me, and I like. Yeah, I guess we'll see. I'm gonna get really bored. I'm gonna get really bored this offseason. So
50 first dates. I think we should make it
we should do a Gate 14 Bachelor, bro.
We should.
We really should.
That would
that's all we got. And YJ's has a question too.
Oh, about the what was that question about? Oh,
he just wants to know our thoughts on the camera angle in Texas.
I don't like it. I don't. I think it's too up high. It's fucking dumb. And it's like, it's just so different. Like, why do you got to be so different than everyone else? I hate it. I hate it so much.
I agree. I also hate it. And that's all we got for listener questions.
Yeah. So, all right, let's go into the series preview and get you guys out of here. Michael King versus Gossman again. Oh my God. Michael King versus Gossman again on Tuesday. Garrett Cole versus Barrios on Wednesday. And then I don't know who's going after that. Who goes after Barrios? I don't know.
Bassett, no?
Bassett, yeah. Bassett on, yeah. So I'm going to keep with it's been working for us, Avery, as of late. I'm going to say Jays lose 2 of 3.
Yeah, Jays get swept.
How cool would it be if the Jays clinch in this Yankee series at home? This would fucking rock.
Wow. Imagine they swept. No, it's not possible in this series. That's my
Everyone, if
I
you're
thought-
listening to this podcast, everyone tweet out Swanee to come on the pod tomorrow, by the way. They have an off day. I'm going to text him and I'm going to bully him to come on for tomorrow's pod. Try to get him on for Thursday before the playoffs.
Is
But,
there a way that they can sweep on Friday beer stream?
oh my God.
The clinch, I mean.
Them
Clinch.
clinching on Friday beers would give me chills. Would give me chills. But yeah, I'm going to say Jays lose 2 of 3. We got to keep it going, Avery. We got to keep the mush going.
Yep, I agree.
All right, everyone. One more podcast in the regular season. Wow. It's not over yet. The job's not over yet. And I will say this. Tomorrow I will be buying, me and Avery, a bottle of champagne to be able to crack open on stream once the Jays clinch this week, whatever day that is. We will be those guys. We will be popping bottles. We did it last year. It was electric on stream. We had like 500 viewers on the TikTok live. We will be running that back. So stay
I think
tuned.
you got to do a little bit on TikTok as well. You know.
Yeah, we'll be running that back, and
I might have to buy one while I'm in US of A.
yeah. So let's clinch a playoff series, man. Let's fucking go. It's crunch time now. I keep saying it. We are getting so close to it. 98.6% chance of making the playoffs. Thank you guys for your support. Love you guys, man. Gate 14 forever. Let's have a fucking final week of the regular season.